Let's take a minute and look at Google Appointments. What this is a really easy way to schedule one-to-one meetings. Specifically, when you have to schedule one-to-one meetings with a bunch of different people, this is a way to avoid having to email back and forth with everyone about what time they would like to meet with you. So let's see how this works. I'm going to head over to my Google Calendar, and this feature is already built into your Wright Institute Google Calendar. As with any Wright Institute function, the first step should be logging out of all of your Google accounts and logging back in only to your Wright Institute account. Do not log into any of the accounts that you might forward to, for instance. What you do once you're in your calendar is, let's say I want to book office hours for my students. I want to set up blocks where my students can book half-hour office hour appointments with me. So what I would do is go over here, scroll down to Other Calendars, press the plus sign, choose Create New Calendar, and let's call it Office Hours. Create Calendar. Success. Head back to my own calendar. And the way that I set up these appointments, let's say I want to hold them Saturday morning. Click and drag from 9 to 1. Call this office hours. And I want it on my office hours calendar. Now the thing that makes this different than a regular Google Calendar event is that I'm actually going to pick appointment slots. So if I click this, it changes my options. It says date and time, normal Google Calendar event, but also has this slots with duration 30 minutes. I wanted to make 30-minute slots, so I'll leave that, but you can type in whatever you want here, whatever duration you want your slots to be. I want this to occur, let's say, every day. Starting on this Saturday, every morning I want to have office hours my students can book. So I'm going to hit More Options. And near the top, does not repeat. This means that it happens once. If I click that, I can say daily. I want this to happen every day. Go ahead and click that. Hit Save. My office hours event now occurs daily in perpetuity. So let's say I actually didn't want it daily, I just want to have it that Saturday. I can click on this, delete this event. I can delete either just the one on Sunday or the one on Sunday and all of them following. I'm going to pick all of them following. So how does this work for my students booking these appointments? I'm going to click on the event and click Go to Appointment page for this calendar. And you'll see I'm logged into my Google account, and so you can see the regular events from my Google Calendar, but I also see these appointment slots that I can click on. And so the way you share this with your students is just to copy and paste this entire URL up at the top. And anybody you give that URL to, when they follow it, what they will see is their own Google Calendar events, plus the appointment slots that you've made for them to book. And so all you need to do to share this with your students, or whoever you want to book meetings with, is to copy and paste this link and give it to them. So let's see how this looks when you actually book one of these appointments. Say I want this one. I'm going to click on it. It says book an appointment. Here it is. Here's the time. Hit save. So this is as if my student was booking an appointment. Your appointment's been saved. And as the student, if I now go to my Google Calendar, that appointment I just booked shows up. And so for both you and the person who's booking the appointment, you will automatically have an event appear on your calendar during the time that was booked. And it will give you information about who booked the appointment with you. Your student will also receive an email telling them when the event is happening and reminding them. There it is. One other thing to think about with this. So right now, we're all meeting online. Of course, this is useful whether you're meeting online or in person, but it can be nice if you go to your Zoom account to go ahead and build in a Zoom link that will automatically be there when people book these meetings. So I'm going to zoom.us/meeting. This is just my personal meeting scheduling in the web browser. I'll hit schedule a new meeting. I'm going to call this office hours. The thing about this that can be very useful for booking appointments is to tell Zoom that I want this to be a recurring meeting and I want it to recur with no fixed time. What this does is it generates a meeting link that can be attended an indefinite number of times at any time during the future. And so this is ideal for something like appointment slots where some of them will get booked, some of them won't. This means that you have the same link every single time. So I'm going to say no fixed time for recurring meeting. Very useful. All these options are the ones I already want, so I'm going to hit save. And now to share this meeting with the people who book appointments with me, I'm going to hit copy the invitation and go ahead and copy, Command-C, and paste it into my event. So if I click on this event, hit the pencil to edit the event, I can paste all of the Zoom info into the description. Save it. This event, following events. So what you'll see is when we book an appointment, it's automatically got all of the Zoom info in it. If I save that and go back to my calendar, you'll see when it shows up, so my student has this on their Google Calendar automatically, the Zoom info that I just put in there is already there. And both you and the student can log into the Zoom meeting using that link. Okay, I hope this has been helpful.